Good morning, everybody. How are we? Today is Saturday and I am getting up early. Today, I'm actually doing something worth vlogging for. I'm actually going to a event hosted by Dear Media in downtown LA, and it's like an all-day thing. And if you don't know what Dear Media is a media company, and they have different podcasts and they host different events, and it's a brand and it's really cool. I actually have had some podcast meetings like happening, which is really cool. Not with Dear Media yet, but are we manifesting it? Maybe. YouTube will find out. YouTube will find out. You're gonna get a behind the scenes look at me just going and hanging out with other female entrepreneurs, a panel of amazing women who are speaking, and then just some different like wellness activations, and it'll be fun. So I'm getting ready right now. I just washed my face. Guys, see my skin right now? How she's shining. I did just wake up, so my eyes are a little puffy, but look at the shine on my skin. It's all Dolce Dew, but I have to say, it's like this one product in particular. It's the Dolce Dew Golden Glow Serum. I highly, highly recommend it. I love it so much. But yeah, just finishing up with all of that. Putting on my little Be Still Peptide Serum. This is like Botox in a bottle. Guys, I literally just woke up. There's lines on my face from the sheets. I may do a little puffer, de-puffer moment, gua sha moment. Yeah, am I an influencer? I don't know. I haven't identified as an influencer. I don't have like a big following or anything like that. But when I get to go to these events, I'm like super excited. Like it feels good, it's fun. So let's see, you never know who you'll meet at these events. I always tend to meet somebody, whether it becomes a connection or a client or a friend or whatever. I'm just super excited. Okay, skin looks great. Let's get ready. So like pretty boring outfit, but like kind of cute actually. Do I go all black with some cool shoes and like a sweater tied over? Like, do I be basic? I really hate black on me. Or do I wear like brown top Skims? This matters because this is an influencer event and I'm trying to be an influencer, okay? Good morning! Guys, I feel like I nailed this, I don't know, like model off duty look. How cute. I'm so excited. I'm gonna bring you along today. So let's go. All right, and we're off. All right. We're headed to downtown LA, which honestly is sketch. I never go to downtown LA. You just don't really want to go there, to be honest. But it's at a place called Rolling Greens, which might be like a cute little high-rise vibe. I'm assuming it's a high-rise vibe on a rooftop moment. I'm not sure. One thing I do know for sure is that I forgot cash and I gotta go get it because I am not gonna mess around with parking. I may valet. Gotta turn this thing back around. We're officially on our way and it's 9:15. Oh, I'm gonna be early. Wow, I thought I was gonna be late. Maybe I'll stop and get the car washed real quick. I'm gonna go get the car washed real quick.
Honestly, I love a car wash. I don't know why. Kind of reminds me of my dad or something, just like being a kid. It's just great.
Kesley's telling me about her night out in Nashville. Oh, to be single. I wouldn't do it. Kesley literally ended up with a celebrity in her apartment for hours and went out with her, and I can't tell you who it is, but you would freak out if you knew who ended up. That is crazy!
It's literally crazy.
It's not this person I'm about to say, but it's of the same caliber. Can I say? The person that I said it was like?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's like Hillary Duff coming to hang out with you in your apartment casually and you didn't know that was happening, and then you drink together and you go out and you go to the club and you hang out and what the fuck?
Yes. What the fuck? I sang for her. And
You sang for her? You did what? You peed with her and you sang for her.
Yeah.
Tell the people why yesterday was such a good day.
I also booked a commercial.
She booked a commercial.
What else happened? We did a lot yesterday. We're making sales.
We signed a new client. Oh my God, our pitch deck for the iHeartRadio meeting looks so good.
It is so good.
You should see my outfit. Look, I look amazing. Look, wait.
Cute. Stop, you're cute. You're so cute.
So
I'm
yeah.
getting a fiddle leaf tree today as a gift from one of my friends.
Oh my God, that fig leaf is gonna, no offense, it's gonna die. Those things are impossible to keep alive.
No, she's an expert. She has one, and she said it would do well in my apartment. Based on the ceilings, the windows, the light, so I'm trusting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that for you.
Yep. So you and I are crushing. Have the best time at your event.
Thank you. So I'm gonna go have fun, and we're hanging out. We're hanging
today.
out with Allie. I'm probably gonna be with celebrities today. That's fine.
That's fine.
We
So
are
you.
the celebrities.
It'll never get old. I fucking love our lives.
I fucking love it. Wee! She looks clean. Downtown LA, baby. I just have to show you guys how sketch downtown LA is. There's just graffiti everywhere. Cute little bougie green area right here. I think that's literally where I'm going right now. Rolling Greens, baby. It looks like a massive like event space studio. I don't know. There is a valet. It's $20. Let's pray they take card because I did not turn around for cash. Oh, wow. There's people wearing real clothes, not fitness clothes. That's okay. We're in. How cute is this? There's like a little pavilion and they're starting yoga and I'm late. Let's go look for Allie. I'm meeting Allie. It's good to have a friend at a networking event.
The day is going to be great. Thank you for being here. We have
Wherever you are, but it also needs breath movement, right? So every inhale has to move, every exhale has to move. Keep breathing. Whenever your mind starts to wander, bring it back to every inhale and every exhale. If you took something on one side, table, and when you are ready, neutral tabletop is where we meet. Walk your left palm in just an inch towards the center. Inhale, sweep your right arm high to the sky, hold and breathe. Find a few wrist circles one way, and then the other. And on your next inhale, right arm goes out. Inhale, reverse warrior, legs stay the same. Flip your front palm, go, reach back.
Allie, good morning. How was doing yoga in a dress? Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm with my people, you know what I mean? Yoga in a dress. Yeah, everybody here looks amazing. We're gonna suss it out. We're gonna suss it out. All right, let's go meet people. We stood in line for tequila and we didn't get it. Oops. We're getting coffee though. This little booth is sponsored by Malt. Have you had Malt? I love Malt. It's good? What is Malt? It's that almond milk. Malt? It's organic plant-based. Organic plant-based. All right, let's do it. Also, we have this like oatmeal in a bag. Kind of genius. So genius. Overnight oats. Overnight oats in a bag. I love it. Hi.
I'm just posting a picture and I'm getting negativity on it. I try not to take it personal, and that's a lot harder said than done, but at the end of the day, it's like that could be someone in their mom's basement who has like no idea who I am and they're just scrolling through trolling. You know what I mean? So how can I let that ruin my day? And the crazy thing is, like, the internet is actually so positive too, because if you go through comments, there's hundreds and hundreds of really nice comments, but it's like that one negative comment can be so jarring because you think you go to an event, a million people, oh, you look so nice, it's so nice to see you, and then one person is like, I don't like you. That would stick with you for the rest of the day. You'd be like, what? I think it's so important if you're doing social media for your career to build a life outside of social media, even though that's so hard to do because nowadays we post everything we do. We run, we post it. We clean our kitchen, we post it. You know, we're doing our makeup, we post it. So it's enthralled and deeply embedded into our lives. So it gets hard to break away, but whenever I started building myself after 12 years online and identity outside of social media, it was like a place to go to whenever social media made me feel bad.
My name is Dr. Tony Yoon. I'm a plastic surgeon in Detroit. And I have written 4 books. I'm on a lot of social media. I've got my own podcast, The Dr. Yoon Show, and I love talking about holistic ways to turn back the clock, using surgery as only a last resort.
And it causes an inflammatory process. That inflammation can make you more insulin resistant, more weight gain, and causes your ovaries to secrete more testosterone. So this is like a vicious cycle. It affects the gut, it affects inflammation, it affects your hormones from the brain, it affects your genetics. If you have it in your family, you're more likely to have PCOS. If you have someone diabetic, a grandmother, an uncle, then that increases your risk. So it's a multifactorial, and also diet and exercise. For people who eat whatever they want and don't exercise, that epigenetic can also affect your fertility, and they want to have children. You need to know what your egg count is. You can't assume that when you're married and you start having sex that you're going to have a baby. That does not, it doesn't work that way. 15% of women have PCOS. PCOS patients have, their egg count is up, but the quality shoots down after 30. Endometriosis, which affects almost half of PCOS patients, and 10% of all women. In this crowd, 10% of you have endometriosis. Endometriosis gives painful periods. It will destroy your egg count and quality. There are 30-year-olds who get dismissed. By the time I see them in my office, they have no eggs left. So ask everyone here, not one person raise their hand. If you know your first name, last name, date of birth, you need...
Just a show of hands before we get into it to like know where to take the conversation. How many of you guys are content creators? Could you raise your hand? Okay, we've got quite a few. Anybody podcasters here? Yeah. We figured, okay, cool. Anybody running a business with your best friend? Okay. Love it. We will tailor this for you guys.
Let's go.
We haven't killed each other yet. And I think honestly, like, we have some tips we could share maybe.
Yeah. Happy hour. Yes, it is. Cheers. Cheers. We have our pinkberry, and it's, what time is it? 3:36. We've been here since 10. We've been here all day. We just had a lot of panelists and we sat through some interviews. I feel like I'm stressed about my women's health. I am too. We just learned from renowned doctors about PCOS. 1 in 3 women have PCOS and 75% of women don't know that. Wild. I also think I have endometriosis now that we're sitting here. So my mom had that. That's like the painful period thing, but I'm like, ooh, I need to get that checked out. I need to get that checked out. What was your biggest takeaway from today? Ooh, I thought the most impactful conversation was the one had in the morning. It was with Tay Lautner, Zach Clark, and Laura Lee. I really liked the mindfulness around social media. I've never used social media and content creation as a part of business. I've always been in corporate. We weren't even allowed to post on Instagram. Oh my God. So now that it's a huge part of my life, like finding the boundaries with content creation. Yeah. Keeping it like a very positive way to create community versus like drain you and create burnout. What were, okay, I'm so bad. I didn't even know all their names. There was Tay Lautner, who's the other lady? Laura Lee, who I didn't know anything about, but she had a lot of good stuff. Love her. She was talking about how we're just constantly burning out because we go from computer to iPhone to TV screen, and how like literally our brains are just dumping our serotonin constantly. And she was talking about how like the brain creates serotonin when you just accomplish one hard task. I thought that was fascinating. So like getting off of your phone and actually doing something that's difficult, making your bed, gardening, having a conversation, like, you know, doing something that feels productive produces serotonin, but people are just constantly looking at screens, which depletes our serotonin. I was like, wow, interesting. I really need to be more mindful, just get off my screens. Yeah. Was it serotonin or dopamine? I'm not sure. I don't know. Was it dopamine? I think it was dopamine, but yeah, what she said about what's the difference? What is serotonin? I don't know what serotonin. We need to look that up. Maybe you're right. I have no idea. No, it was dopamine. But it was dopamine. Hold on. That was such a great point that we're dumping it, and then the rest of our day we're like, why are we tired and not feeling like excited about things? Serotonin is a natural chemical messenger, also known as a neurotransmitter and hormone in the brain and body. It plays a crucial role in regulating various functions, including mood, sleep, digestion, and more, while it's primarily known for its impact on mood and emotional regulation. So they used serotonin somewhere in the talk. But dopamine, you're right. Wait, so the brain produces dopamine when you do something hard?
Yeah, you get like a dopamine hit if you have like sugary ice cream. You get a dopamine hit when you like scroll social media. But if you are draining your dopamine by like scrolling, for example, the other things in your life, like, oh, looking at like smelling those beautiful flowers would normally give you a dopamine hit. But she's like, you drained it all. You dumped all your dopamine for the day.
Crazy.
You also had a really good question.
I asked a question. Even if I don't connect with somebody at an event, I always make a point to ask a question. So I had a question for every single person if they were gonna let me, and I got to ask a question. Zach Clark, he's a mental health advocate. He has a like sobriety and recovery business, and he seems really cool. But he was diagnosed with a brain tumor at 22 years old. So my question to him was, what perspective shift could he offer to all of us when given that that wake-up call of like, you have a brain tumor, like live your life and like let's get rid of your brain tumor. He obviously had to do surgery or something. My dad had brain cancer, so I just wanted to know like what perspective shift did having a brain tumor have for him. And I asked him, I said, what matters and what doesn't matter? And he said that the most important thing was your relationship to yourself. And I thought that was so deep.
And I also thought it was cool that he said like nothing matters.
Yeah, nothing matters.
In kind of a funny, sarcastic way, but it really just like is true.
Yeah, it's so true. Nothing matters.
The other thing that he said that I really liked, they were talking a lot about like anxiety and depression, and for him, building communities was a way for him to stay accountable with himself, because he had things to show up to, but when he didn't show up, those communities he created when he was feeling good would check in on him.
Oh.
And I was just thinking about, there's someone in my family with anxiety and he doesn't have like a lot of communities. I'm like, that is such a good like tactical way that doesn't include a ton of medicine.
Yeah.
I just love that.
Yeah, he was full of a lot of really great insight. And then there were the two girls who are best friends who have a podcast and are content creators and are building their business together. And they were like, is anybody here a content creator? And Allie and I were like, we are! And I was surprised to look around that like a lot of people didn't raise their hands. I don't know if it's a lot of wellness people here because this is the wellness edit, but I feel like whether you know it or not and you have a business, you are a content creator. Don't you agree?
Everything you say is content.
Everything is content. So like just sharing that little mindset shift for anybody who's like has a business, is working with their best friend, wants to start a podcast or whatever it is, like you are a content creator.
Wait, really quick, where does Pinkberry take you back to?
Pinkberry takes me back to Beverly Drive in Beverly Hills. I used to go every single day after high school, like with my friends, and I would get this exact thing. And I would like literally get high on Pinkberry sugar like every day after high school. Where does it take you?
It takes me, there's like a little mall in my town. We would get it like after soccer practice. So I'd like run in with my cleats and it'd like clap on the floor.
Yeah, I love it.
Can we have Pinkberry?
I love
would get the tart.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's delicious. I just made it home. And it's kind of gray here in LA, but I just got here. I'm outside of my house. I'm listening to Kesley's new song. Listen to this. It's so fucking good. I know we won't last forever, but it takes way more time now than ever. Face it over, I surrender. Where did I lose track of time? Fine. I love Kesley Boo. I'm her #1 fan, let it be known. So I got a really cool swag bag, which I love when they give you
a bag. That is just too freaking cool. So we got a bag. I just wanted to open it up with you and show you guys kind of everything that was inside of this swag bag. Overall, it was a great event, amazing speakers. I learned a lot. I'm really stressed out about my like women's health. Need to go to the gyno. It's been a minute, we gotta go. I'm assuming everything in here is gonna be like women's health vibes. Hell yeah, I love Ultima actually. Great hydration sticks. So these are great, and it looks like these are peach, a little variety pack. Love that, gonna stay hydrated. Very excited about this. Yes! This will be perfect for this little hairdo too. Like one of these brushes, it's a detangling hairbrush. I actually really needed that. What is this? Oh my god, this looks expensive. This is like a heavy jar of Manuka honey. I cannot believe that. I assume everything in here is sponsored for this event, but this looks amazing. What else do we got? Wow, a little makeup thing. Is this a bar of soap? I feel like this is soap. No, what is this? It looks like some sort of like a lotion thing. I don't know, Valmont. I'll look into it. Array Tone Creatine Body Composition Gummies. Okay, take 3 to 4 gummies daily. This formula is designed to maximize your workout results for a defined, sculpted you. I'm into that, okay. Let's see, an invitation to a spa. Oh my god, love this. It's just a bag, but it's denim and it's cute. You can put some stuff in there. God, there's a lot of stuff in this. Is this a Pilates ball? Okay, it looks like a Pilates yoga ball that I have to blow into. Cool. I love when you get a PR bag and it's actually cool stuff. More hydration. Not gonna lie, I don't like Element. A lot of people love Element, not my fave. Grand Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. Stoked. Guys, there's literally so much more in here. I can't even believe half of this stuff. These are great. Sleep gummies. This is heavy. No way. No way, that's nice. Minimum LA Body Scrub. Beachy Warm Paradise and Sweet. It's very heavy. The Mini Duo Shampoo and Conditioner. I love that. God, I just like need to be an influencer and get this stuff all the time. I can't even, everything that's in this bag is like worth more than what the tickets were. I don't know what that noise was. Brow Enhancing Serum. Oh my god, I might go do my nails tonight. That's awesome. SPF 50, need that. Blush lips. Rare Beauty lips. Oh my god, no way. Yes! Okay, this is my favorite thing in here. Pilates socks. Cute, and they have a little cherry on them. Love. God, there's more. Oh, it looks like a workout band. Perfect, needed that. Protein. A chocolate chip cookie dough bar. Oh, oh, it's the Skinny Confidential mouth tape. I've seen the Skinny Confidential ads for these. I will try these and let you know. Apparently mouth tape like snatches your jaw. More Rare Beauty. Myriad Genetics, eliminating cancer risk. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm stressed about my health. Oh, and they have a cute little Magic Mind green juice shot. I love it. This is all great stuff. It's like Christmas. Hopefully I use most of these things. Some of it'll probably just collect, but that's okay. I'm sure my husband will be stoked about all these electrolytes. La, 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 la. Anyways, you guys, that was a little day in the life of going to a Dear Media event, and it was fun. I actually met a lot of people, had a great time. Got to connect with Allie, watched her do yoga in a dress. That was impressive. Honestly, it was just good to get out of my house and do something like productive and learn and connect with people. I love doing that. And if you are an entrepreneur, I just can't recommend enough like prioritizing going to events. You never know who you'll meet. You never know what you'll get in your swag bags. I hope this was interesting, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye. Mwah.